2, 3, and hey there, boys and girls. How are you doing? So great to see you. Welcome and thank you for joining me and Read with Mr. A today. Are you ready to get going with our story? I know I am, because I got a great book on deck right here. And hey, before I share the title, if this is your first time here, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It helps out our channel so much. And if you have been here before, hey, now's your chance. Please go ahead, do that. It's individuals like you that really help with supporting what we're up to and the content that we're creating for everyone to enjoy. So we want to thank you all in advance, and make sure you hit all of the notifications and all of that good stuff. Now, on to our story. The story that we will be reading today is called, now for our little readers, we're going to say this twice, okay? I'm going to say it the first time around, and our big readers, please say it out loud with me so our little readers can hear it from somebody that's right in the same room with them. And then we'll go through it again and we'll say it together, little readers, okay? All right, the title of the book we'll be reading today is called Jabari Jumps. Okay, we'll say that one more time. Title of the book we'll be reading today is Jabari Jumps. You got that? Jabari Jumps. Very good. I hear all of you out there. Such great projection of your voices too. How I could just hear you through the screen here. Wow. So are you ready to get going with the story? Great. Let's go. Jabari Jumps. What are you thinking? Oh, looks like we got some notes in here. Well, boys and girls, we may have to take these notes down page by page, but we are going to make sure that you see everything clearly. All right. I'm jumping off the diving board today, Jabari told his dad. Really? Said his dad. I guess that's something Jabari is not used to doing. Maybe. What do you think? The diving board was high and maybe a little scary, but Jabari had finished his swimming lessons and passed his swim test, and now he was ready to jump. I'm a great jumper, said Jabari, so I'm not scared at all. Okay, Jabari. You go, fella. Jabari watched the other kids climb the long ladder. They walked all the way out to the end of the board, as big as tiny bugs. Then they stood on the edge. They spread their arms and bent their knees and sprang up, and then they dove down. Splash! Looks easy, Jabari said. But when his dad squeezed his hand, Jabari squeezed back. Jabari stood at the bottom of the ladder. He looked up. You could go before me if you want, he told the kid behind him. I need to think about what kind of special jump I'm going to do. Jabari thought and thought. Jabari started to climb up and up. The ladder is very tall, he thought. Are you okay? Called his dad. I'm just a little tired, said Jabari. Maybe you should climb down and take a tiny rest, said his dad. A tiny rest sounded like a good idea. When he got to the bottom, Jabari remembered something. I forgot to do my stretches, he said to his dad. Stretching is very important, said his dad. I think tomorrow might be a better day for jumping, Jabari said. They looked up at the diving board together. It's okay to feel a little scared, said his dad. Sometimes if I feel a little scared, I take a deep breath and tell myself, I am ready. And you know what? Sometimes it stops feeling scary and feels a little like a surprise. Jabari loved surprises. Jabari took a deep breath and felt it fill his body from the ends of his hair right down to the tips of his toes. Jabari looked up. He began to climb. Up and up and up and up until he got to the top. Jabari stood straight up. He walked all the way to the end of the board. His toes curled around the rough edge. Jabari looked out as far as he could see. He felt like he was ready. I love surprises, he whispered. He took a deep breath and spread his arms and bent his knees. Then he sprang up off the board, flying. Jabari hit the water with a splash. Down, down, down he went. And then back up. Whoosh! Jabari, you did it, said his dad. I did it, said Jabari. I'm a great jumper. And you know what? What? Said his dad. Yeah, what? Surprise double backflip is next. The end. Well, from how it started to where that ended and what Jabari was about to pull off at the end there, wow. Talk about ultimate confidence. Jeez. But what a great story, don't you think? Man, I would say, would you agree? Give me a thumbs up if there were some lessons that we learned in this book. I hear you. I definitely agree. So what we want you to do, what was something that, what lesson or what part of the story that could be considered a lesson. If you can please share it with us in the comment section, we would greatly appreciate it and get some, communications going on. Some people might have seen things differently. I mean, Jabari definitely started off very confident until it came time to do what? Actually get to this diving board and go into the edge, but he didn't even do that. It took him a couple times, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's more than anything, without giving away my thoughts on what I learned, is that when you're ready, you'll know when you're ready, and you don't have to put on any type of act for anybody else just to fit in. Okay? Trust me on that. Just be yourself and prepare yourself for the moment. Because I would say, just what if, some of us try to, maybe I want to say show off, or, show up for our friends and do things that we're not prepared to pull off. And sometimes we may try to jump into water and not really know how to swim. And, thankfully he was able to come back up from such a high jump that he did. And, he was able to get back to the surface of the water and swim out and celebrate with his dad. So let's just make sure we're prepared. And it just doesn't have to be swimming. That's anything in life. So just make sure, no one is making you do anything that you are not probably able to do. Okay. We want to make sure everybody stays safe. Okay. And make sure you have some supervision when you're in those, I would say, situations. So here, who is the person who supervises at the pool? Pop quiz from Mr. A. So go ahead, put it in the comment section. Who is the person that supervises at the pool to keep everybody safe? What is their name? Please go ahead and share it in the comment section. You never know. We might have a gift for somebody who puts something in the comment section. Hey, okay. Well, before we go, can I please share the positive affirmation for today? Let me grab it right here. If you were not reading it already, we're going to read it together right now 2 times. First time, little readers, please listen. Big readers, help them out. Second time through, little readers, let's say it together, okay? Here we go. Affirmation for today. Nothing worth having comes easy. Jabari Jumps. This almost seems like it was meant to be. Okay, let's say that one more time. Nothing worth having comes easy. Okay. Nothing worth having comes easy. What does that mean to you? Hey, please put it in the comment section. To myself is that, hey, we're going to have to put in some work. Okay? We can't always expect things to come easy. And not saying that some things won't come easy, but like we said here, preparing yourself for the situation, it then becomes easy. It got so easy for Jabari. I mean, he went from just jumping off to wanting to do a double reverse triple Lutz backflip. I mean, wow. But that's something, if it is, I don't want to hijack your lessons that you learned in here, but that could be something that is, very valuable, taking with yourself. Nothing worth having comes easy. So let's make sure we're putting in all of that, necessary work. Don't overwork yourself. Know your limits. And, you could build up your your limits. But like we always say in here too, you gotta crawl before you walk. And then, walk and then run, and who knows what you could become. You might be able to fly from there. I know some of you are superheroes. Once you tap into the frequencies of our realm here, you guys are going to start flying. I know it. I know it. So please let us thank the authors for putting the words into this book to share them with us so that we can share them with you all. And if you want your very own copy of Jabari Jumps, go ahead in the description. There is a link to this book so you could throw it right up. Well, don't throw it. Place it on your bookshelf, and let's add to our home personal library. Well, boys and girls, moms and dads, anybody who was able to join us, we want to thank you for your time, your energy, your contributions on that side, because Mr. A can hear you. I'm telling you, I can hear you through the screens. So we just want to thank you all. And hey, we always say before we go here, stay positive, stay good, and treat people well. That is the magic formula, one of the magic formulas to transform this world for the better, so that we are spreading love, we are keeping each other safe, we're supporting each other. Okay? Thank you in advance from everybody here at Fathers Read 365. This was our story time, and we will see you in the next adventure. I'm Mr. A. Bye now.